Alright everybody, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to do a comparison video between the RovyVon keychain flashlight and the Olight keychain flashlight. And this is more like an update video and a final conclusion video between the two comparisons. You know, I first started carrying the Olight, and I'll give you the exact name of it, of course, is I1R2 EOS. Okay, that's the model number, and it's by Olight. I first bought this one because I love the size of it. I mean, it's very compact, and it's made out of metal, and it looks awesome. And then fits on the keychain just so unobtrusively. And I wear it on a carabiner. I used to wear it on a carabiner next to my truck keys on my belt loop, and it looked okay. It looked good because it's, you know, it's a handsome looking little flashlight. So I bought this and I wore it for almost a year. Loved it. Boom. You know, very bright for its size. Awesome. You know, very simple to operate. Just turn the thing here, and boom, you could dim it by turning it less and have a lower light, you know. And whenever I needed light, it was easy to use, and I love it. I really don't know why I got rid of it. I gave this to my girlfriend, my fiance, all right, and she hardly ever uses it because she never really needed a flashlight, I guess, or I don't know how often she uses it because I'm not with her all the time. But anyway, I gave it to her because I went and bought the RovyVon. And I like the RovyVon not because it looks good, because I think for as an appearance, the Olight being made out of metal and smaller, and it looks just better, I think, the Olight. But this looks more like a flashlight, and it looks more like it's more utilitarian and everything. So I got it mainly because it has a feature where it has a strobe, and you know that can come in handy when you're in distress and you need to bring attention to yourself. Okay, and this is a lot brighter, supposedly twice as brighter than the Olight. This is I believe 300 to 600 lumens. Don't quote me, I forget. But that's not important. This is not what the review is about. That right there, the Olight, is maybe about 150 lumens. But to be honest with you, in the total darkness or whenever you need light, both suffice very well. They come with pretty decent lighting for their size. Now, both of them are USB rechargeable, which I love both of them for. Okay, both of them are decently bright, which I love them for. But here's the thing, folks. When you're in a situation where you need light, it gets pretty apprehensive. You know, when you're in total darkness, or you need something to shine something, if you're looking for something, or all of a sudden you find that you need light, it's an apprehensive situation. It really is. I mean, even if it's a calm moment where you might have dropped something under your floorboard while you're in the car riding with somebody, or maybe you thought you dropped something and while you're getting out the car, or maybe you need a light to light your way through a dark garage or something like that, or maybe you came upon somebody who's working on something and you want to provide them some light. You know, those are little anxious moments. That they are. I mean, even in a calm situation, they become little anxious moments where you want to hurry up and turn on the light. Well, with this, all I had to do is find it on my keychain and just turn this knob until it turns on, and boom, yeah, you have the person that needs the light has a light, or you need the light, you have the light. Unfortunately, with this, you find it on your keychain, and then you have to kind of turn it and find this little tiny button, and then you got to press it. But pressing it doesn't turn on the light. Okay, you have to keep it pressed to turn on the light, but then if you take your fingers off the button, it turns off. So you have to remember, once you find this little tiny button on the flashlight, you have to remember, you have to be very conscious of the fact that you have to press it twice. And it turns on, but it turns on to the lowest setting. So if you need something really bright, you have to go through the process of pressing the buttons again. And each time you press it, it gets brighter and brighter. And then goes back to low. And then you have to make a conscious effort to remember that in order for you to turn it off, you have to press it and keep it pressed. Okay? Now, that may not seem very complicated to you, and it may not seem very hard thing to do, but the fact is, I've carried this flashlight almost as long as I have carried that, and I have still yet to get used to learning or getting used to working this properly. Because every time I grab the flashlight to light something in a situation, I always wind up pressing it and then letting it go and say, oh, I forgot, I gotta press it twice. And then I just press it twice and it turns into strobe mode. And God knows I do not want strobe mode. There's been many times when I did that and it kind of disoriented me because I was in darkness, and it just like, oh no, I don't want that. And then I wind up fidgeting and fumbling and trying to see, I'm trying to get the light to turn on properly, and now it's on properly. Now I have to go through the whole spiel of going to brighter settings by pressing it twice more. So operation, although it may seem elementary and simple, in a instinctive situation where you need flash light, you want to be able to grab something that is very simple to operate, one step, boom. Yeah, it takes longer by having to twist this until it turns on, but you know that's all you have to do to get light. With this, it just becomes irritating to just get a simple light. And I found out that having a strobe feature is great for, like, if you want to use it to attract attention for help, or maybe just to be noticed so that you don't get run over by a car in the dark. You know, when you have a strobe light, sometimes people can see you and avoid hitting you on the dark road or something. That's a great feature to have, but 99% of the time I just need a light, and I just need the light to stay on. And then when I do turn it on, I don't want it to be on the lowest setting and then I have to go through to get the brighter setting. It just too many little steps just to get a simple light. So I have to say that overall the Olight wins. Not just because it's more compact and easier to carry, and also I think it looks better. I just think even with the added features of the RovyVon, the simplicity of the Olight is the way to go if you just need a light for in a pinch situation. So that's my opinion about the RovyVon versus the Olight. Don't get me wrong, I love the RovyVon. I'm going to continue to carry it. I may one day decide to get another keychain flashlight, but for now, this is what I have to deal with. This is the most irritating part about the RovyVon, was what I just said about the functionality or the operation of it. If I had to start all over again, yes, I would have given this Olight to my girlfriend, but I probably would have bought another Olight to replace it. Just because in a situation when you need a light, you just need a light. You don't need a lot of complication. That's the way to go. All right, thanks for watching, folks.